All right, everybody. So welcome everybody out there on the Zoom. We are so super excited to be here. And I always like to start with, well, saying thank you, being grateful. First of all, super grateful to be here, super excited about this. I've been thinking about this. I don't know if you guys realize how much I've been thinking about this meeting. Like every day I do a little bit more and I've been planning it and I just love doing it. But honestly, I don't know that it could have happened without Lulu. So I would like for Lulu to come on up here for me, please, because we are here at Victory Mamas. Mamas is literally like, it's a landmark here in downtown Glendale. And, it was a while ago when I asked her, I was like, let's do a meeting. It was actually before, it was back in June, I think, or back in the May. It was before, even April. I don't know.
I
It
think
was a
you're
while
April
ago.
when you
Yeah.
called me.
So can you see us okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, I have something for you. So this, I know you and Christine love coffee.
Oh my
Come
goodness.
here early in the morning.
Yes.
So those are some cute, and they're Mia Bella colors,
I
little blues
love
and
it.
greens,
Thank you
and
so much.
coffee and your cookies and a little chocolate for when you eat a little chocolate.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Bring it over
Thank you
here.
so much. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Lulu.
Oh.
We're showing up close and personal.
Look at this.
Ooh,
And I'm
look at
not
that.
sharing.
And there's that pretty lady who got it right there. All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Thank you. And then also a thank you for, we have our special guest here. She's actually, I put her to work. Look. I told her, I said, I need you to help me Zoom. So of course she jumped on the chance, and this is her birthday month too. So for her to give her birthday month, but
Aw.
this is just, I know Kim's really working hard on her health and she's really trying to stay away from, all the snacks, but there is a coffee mug in there and some carrots and some little seed flowers for you
Aw.
to plant. And then a dish towel that says, "You are right where you are meant to be."
Oh, thank you.
And that's the truth.
Thank you so
So
much.
that is for you.
I'm like Bob, who got me a Harry and David basket.
Oh,
You gotta love him.
And the mug has little queen crowns on it, and I know she is the queen of everything
Okay.
right now for us, doing everything that she's doing. So, so thank you for being here. It's a long drive. She left her house at 3 to get here at 5 to be me. So.
Wow.
So this is our team meeting. This is our team meeting that we do every month. And the first thing that we always do is we welcome our newest distributors. So
Okay, let me
in
catch up with
May, we had 8 new distributors join our team, and we want to celebrate them, but we also want to welcome you guys here and all of you guys watching on the Zoom. So super happy that you're here with us. And so these were our 8 new distributors that decided to join our family in May. So you may recognize some of these. And just so you know, all the Zoom members that were recording this right now, they are also seeing this from Kim. I shared this like Kim. And so we worked this out today, but very, very happy to have all these new distributors on our team. So awesome, awesome. And then what we're here for and why we decided to do this is we feel like we have such an incredible opportunity with Mia Bellas. Some of us have been here for 2 years, a little over 2 years. Some of us have been here for longer. And then some have been here for just a little while. Regardless of that, we know that we have something great going on here. And I wanted to take just 5 minutes to do a little presentation on what it is. In fact, Jerry messaged me the other day and she's like, "I'm gonna try to make it, but can you just tell me what it's about?" And I was like, I sure can, but she was able to come, but it's literally a 5-minute conversation. So that's what I really want to stress, because it's that simple. And that's why that little invite said, our business is simple and it's not demanding on you as a distributor, unless you really want it to be and you want to really, do all this stuff, but it's up to you. So the first thing I want to share is this is the family that started Mia Bellas. And Bob Spokozo and Charlie they are the backbones. They're the ones that started the company. And of course, they have the support of their significant others and then their kids, Michael in the back, and then Mia, who's hiding in there right now. Kim. And then of course, Kim and Tom. This picture was taken at our last year's fling, and I can tell you guys, this company's been around now, going on 21 years. They started September 1st of 2001, which was 10 days before 9/11. So can you imagine you start a business and then that happens, and they're in Pennsylvania, which is very close to all of that. So it's devastating, but they didn't just, stop. They said, no, we've got a plan and a dream, and Bob's very proud of the fact that he has the flag behind him with all of the names of the victims of 9/11. So I love this group, I love this family, and I love what they stand for. And when you get to know Bob, which you probably will, because he'll probably call you when you join, you'll just be amazed at the way they are. And I know a lot of you can agree. And then this is our group photo from Fling. And I love this because this just shows, at our Fling last year, how awesome this group is. And just, it's so much fun. You guys, I had so much fun at this Fling. It was like a big party the whole time. So I loved it. And I think it's a beautiful photo. But you have two things to know. So there's two things that you need to be informed about. Whenever you're going to do something, you always need to be informed. My mom taught me that. She's like, before you do anything, you need to get all the facts, right? So the two things that you need to know are how do you join, and then what is expected, right? Like, what do I have to continue to do? Okay. So you can join with 3 different options, and that's up to you. Nobody's going to twist your arm or tell you how you need to join. Now, I think every distributor in here will tell you this is the one you want to pick because it's the very best deal. It's $119.95, but you get 150 Bella Bucks. Now you might be like, well, Bella Bucks? I don't know what that means. Sounds like more than $119.95. Well, it absolutely is, because we shop at wholesale. It's not quite 50%, but it's around 48, 47. We did the math. So when we buy these candles, we buy them at wholesale price. So that makes your 150 Bella Bucks turn into about a $285 value. So if you look at a retail candle of $21.95, divide that into 285, and that'll tell you that's about the number of candles you're going to be able to get with that amount of money. And if you only sell 6 of them, you're going to have all your income, all your money back. Just 6 of them. 6 out of those, and the rest you can burn, have a seance, whatever you want to do. Okay. And that just shows, this shows it here. If you're buying 5 candles for $109.75 for $10 more ish, $10.20, you can join and continue to get these products at this price. And then the second way that you can join is pay $59.95 and you get 75 Bella Bucks, which is $130 retail value. Same thing, just a little smaller amount out of your pocket. And then the last way is if you want products sent to your door, then you can go ahead and do this product option for $59.95. You'll get some catalogs, you'll get some fundraiser forms, you'll get candles and melts. But again, this isn't a bad option. Just we feel like you should be able to pick whatever you want, right? So those are the things that you need to know first. But then you have one other option that you have to decide. So how many of you have burned candles in your home? Almost every day. Yes. Okay. So you're already buying candles, right? The only other requirement we have as a distributor is we have to have a website bundle, because if any company that you join, you have to pay for a website because your customers need to be able to shop, right? Well, rather than just making you pay for a website and saying, here you go, see you later, Bob actually turned it into a bundle where you pay a monthly fee and you can choose which one you want, but you get more points into your account. And then your website is in there also. So for example, I do the best value. I pay $100 a month, and you might be like, oh my gosh, I have to budget $100 a month. But think about that, because I get 110 Bella Bucks. And remember what I said about shopping at wholesale. now I use my 110 points and buy, I don't know, 10 candles, 9, 10, or I apply it to the special of the buy 11, get one free. Now I have 12 candles. I didn't pay much more than 110 points. And if I sell 5 of them, $100 is back in my pocket. So it's kind of like, it's just a wash, right? I'm gonna go buy those candles anyways, because I got orders. You can do a smaller one for the $44.95, but you get 30 Bella bucks, and the other $14.95 is considered for your website. So you can also do the product option, but you just get what you get. It shows up and you get it, and that's okay too. But either way, there's another format of this if you're not a picture person and you like to see it in writing. But those are the only 2 things, guys. It's join with an option, shop at wholesale, and choose your website bundle. The cool thing about the website bundle is you can switch it around. Let's say you're going to be gone all summer and you're like, well, $100 a month, I won't be really, I'm going to be using some candles. I don't know that I'll be selling much. Take it down a notch. Then rolls in fall when we have fundraisers and vendor everything, call them up and say, listen, I want to switch back to the 100. So it's absolutely up to you, and you can switch this as you wish. That's it. Now, one other question people were asked is, do we have minimums? And the answer is no. We don't have any minimums with Mia Bellas. We only have this website bundle. That's it. You don't have to sell 500 a month. You don't have to sell 1,000 a month, 250 a quarter, all of those magic things. You don't have to worry about any of that. Okay. And it's super simple. You can work your business however you want. You can just do fundraisers if you feel like it. You can do vendor shows if you want. You can do private labels. We have some on the table. If you just want to focus on reaching out to your customers, or you only want to just share your website, you don't want to deal with people, you just want to have a website and let people shop. Whatever you want to do, we don't care. And we also don't care if you do something else. Maybe you work full time. Maybe you belong to another company and you like selling other stuff, that's none of our business. We just want you to be happy, have candles in your life, and be that go-to, because Mia Bellas, you guys, is so not here in Arizona. Like, it's not. It's actually not really too much of anywhere, to be honest with you. We are a 20-year-old company that's brand new. It really, truly is. And you tell me, raise your hand if you know of another palm wax company out there. I don't. There isn't. So we have the market. We have a beautiful product, burns beautifully, burns clean, and smells great. So I probably went over 5 minutes, but I get a little excited. So that is the presentation. So if you're watching at home or you're watching here and you just want to see a little bit more about our vibe and kind of how we do things and kind of how it goes, you're welcome to stay. But we are recording this, so if you have other things you have plans on doing, you're fine to go as well. So just know that if it's something that you do decide to do, if you do decide to join us, we'd love to have you, and we will be in your back pocket if you want us to be. So, all right. So one of the things, oh yeah, come this way. Yeah. One of the things we do at our team meeting, and just so you know, this only represents my organization down for all of you back at home, but just know that Tim's doing recognition tomorrow live in our team page. So everybody will be included on that. So this is just our team. And the first thing I want to show is, our company does a ton of incentives. We've had different things we can earn, lots of Bella bucks. We're constantly getting Bella bucks, right, guys? Like, I have so many in my account right now. I'm like, I need to go shopping. But as a leader of the team, Kylie and Shelly and I, we like to do team incentives, of course, right? We like to give stuff away. So this is one we're currently in right now. It's a quarterly long incentive, and we're giving away enter to win pads, money pouches, vendor aprons, table runners, and then last but not least, the big banner for your shows and your vendor events. And these are the names and colors based on pink, they've earned it all, green, so on and so forth. So Big round of applause for all these distributors that mark. I see a lot of y'all's names on there, so good job. And then I like to just share our top sales. So this will give you an idea if you're checking this out and you're kind of wondering how this all is. These are the sales that we've had in May. So this is an example of a May, way higher than any May I've ever known. So I always like to read our top 5. And for May, our top sales, Elena Stifler, over 27.
Woo!
2,700, sorry, 2,700. There you go. I taught PE, remember. Okay. Number 2, Danielle Foster's here in the back. 2007, Callie Elder, who I know is watching. 1,926, Patrice Letty is watching. 1,618, and last but not least, I know Shelley's watching as well. 1,560. So,
And that's wholesale.
and that's wholesale prices. Kim always says, make sure you remind. I'll be honest, when I first started with Mia Bellas, I thought my numbers were down, and I was like, gosh, I feel like I'm selling so much. And then I realized with our other company, it was retail. Then I doubled my numbers. I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm doing good. So this is all wholesale, you guys. It's unbelievable when you think about it. And then for sponsoring, those 8 new distributors that we had on that other slide, these are the people that sponsored to their teams last month. Do they have to do this? No. So it's just an option. If you want to, help those people sell or get their candles at a discount, why wouldn't you ask them? So, and then I have some rank advancements. Now, again, this is just our organization. Kim's going to talk about the entire team tomorrow, but we have a brand new bronze distributor, Maria Flores, and I think, is she in your organization, Susan? Yes, so bronze distributor, so way to go. And then a brand new director, Tina Felix, over in Bakersfield. So congratulations. And if you hit director, you get your picture, and this is the picture I chose for Tina. Because that is my girl right there in her Raider jersey. Yeah, and her husband, Robert. So they are huge Raider fans. I just love that. I'm waiting for the tickets in the mail. So, yeah, no, but so proud of her. I know she works so hard, you guys. She has a vendor event almost every weekend over there, and really just loves her business and has a lot of fun with it. Also want to celebrate Gina. So I know, it's so awesome. Woohoo! So let me tell you about Mia Bellas. They're constantly doing cause candles and really are the most generous company. I just, sometimes I can't believe it. So this was a big one for us, the Hope Candle for the Ukraine. And it was kind of like the idea was brought up. Someone said we should, and they said, okay, we're doing it. Go, done. Kim's made a label and it was gone. It was going. And and I know this number is higher because people sent in donations as well.
It's over 5,000.
It's over 5,000. So all to, and then if you want to know, like, where's it going to? Well, it's actually going to a priest in a nearby church that actually takes the money into the Ukraine to the people. Like, the money's literally being handed to the people. So it's awesome. So Gina sold the most. So she got $300 to donate to the cause of her choice, which is awesome. And Gina's over in Preston, Arizona, a little small town, cute, and just, she killed it. So awesome job. And then I do want to celebrate Jay Ivany. She really, this candle meant a lot to her. And so I just love the label on this candle, but she won the chance to give the donation for the Mental Health Matters, Be Kind to Your Mind candle. So that was the white citrus. So congratulations to both of you. Great job. We do have a cause candle almost every month. If we don't, you can always make your own cause candle, because you can do a private label, make your own label, or you can pick one that we have right now and just do one, So I think it's great. How many of you get my mashup in your mail? If you haven't, check your spam. I take Kim's call on the first of the month or the second or whatever she does it, and I mash it all into one email. So you can click on pictures, save pictures. Somebody will say, hey, what's the candle scent of the month? And you're like, oh, so the mashup, find it in your email, copy the picture, send it. I do it all the time. I use my mashup the most, but I use Robly, so it may go into your spam. So just go in there and give it permission. But I do this because I like to make things easy for myself, and I might as well share it with you. This is our June calendar, and Kim puts this together. It's not only is it adorable, but it's just so helpful. Everything is on here. The 8th is Best Friends Day. Callie, it's your birthday too.
Yes.
Your birthday, Best Friends Day is on Callie's birthday. I love that. So you could do some fun little posts with that. You know, I'm sure we have a candle that you could do something with, and post that in your VIP page. But this just has everything, and then it has all of the highlights of the month. It has, it has this meeting, has all the information that you need to know about sales and sponsoring, and just organized. A lot of distributors, leaders, they make this their cover photo in their team page, which I think this is smart.
Mhm.
And then the new lid transition. So I have one here. Have you guys all seen this cute little new lid? I love these. It's pretty cool because it's really going to change the look of our product. And I think as we transition to this, not only that, but we're all going to be able to stack the candles. Yes. And then when you do fundraisers, you can flip them over and put labels on. So this kind of breaks it down. You probably saw this when Kim did her kickoff, but it just kind of tells, it's not going to be all at once. It's slow transition. Obviously, we need to use up what we have. We don't want to waste. That's the last thing Bob wants to do. But the cool thing about these is they're made from recycled sawdust. So, and they're made in the USA. So there's no trees being hurt with these. It's already on the ground sawdust. So they compress it and stamp it, and it's really cute. So, and can you buy them? How many have bought lids already? I did. Yes.
Over 1,000 sold.
1,000 sold. You can buy them. I actually have a private label, and the customer asked, can I get the lids? And at the time I was like, I can't. I'm looking at my shelves like, do I have enough? And I didn't. Well, she doesn't know, but she's doing it. So super excited to surprise her. I haven't told her yet. So yes, you can buy them if you want to. I like to share this. We want to make sure you save the date. Yes, another trip. We do have trips with Mia Bellas. We went on our first one last in April, and it was fantastic. You know, it was, how many CEOs do you know that go down to the pool at 7 a.m. and hold your seat and your cabanas and it's got it ready? Like, he's like, we're over here. You know, we're over here. I mean, who does that, right? And it was just so relaxing. We didn't have to have any meetings, although we all met in the pool every day and with our cocktails. And so it was just so much fun, you guys. We did what we wanted, when we wanted. Didn't matter. It was a great celebration of our hard work. So we all felt like it was one of the best trips ever. So there is a cool incentive right now if you do have people join your team. And again, this is just one of the incentives that Mia Bellas does. For every new person that you sponsor, you're going to get an extra $25. But if you hit 3 or more in this month, Bob's going to double it. So that's kind of a nice little bonus if you choose to sponsor, but you certainly don't have to. Another incentive the company does is the seller circle. So this is a quarterly amount. So don't fall over if you're looking at this. This is for the entire quarter, April, May, June. And I know several of you have already hit up into the coppers and silvers. So you have all that. And then you just get $1 in your account that you can go buy candles with and sell them and have money in your pocket. Remember, we shop at wholesale. So if you look at this, 600 $600 is like $1,200 almost-ish in cash if you sell your candles, right? That you buy with that. So, and then they are doing a little extra thing at Fling. If you attend Fling, you can get up to 6 branded sunshades. My goal is to get as many as I can because I want to use them for incentives. Yeah. So, and then just in case you missed this, but for new people here that are thinking about it, we make 25% website commissions. We don't make that 47. There's a reason for that. Bob and the company decided that they wanted to give our customers that rate shipping amount. of $7.95, whether they buy one candle or 20. $7.95 shipping is all they'll pay. So he can't necessarily give us that maximum amount, but they do shop more because they're getting such great shipping. And they're like, oh, well, I might as well get 5 more. So, but it's still great. That's an industry standard, 25%. And then our fragrance of the month is Caribbean Sky, and I think we've got one over there. Yes, it is the most beautiful candle. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous candle. And then this guy. Now, if you happen to join today, actually, this is one of the things that you'll get. I made you a book, a color book of all of our current fragrances right now, so you can study. So it's a beautiful, and I mean, we can buzz through these, but this is basically what's in this folder. So I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. Kim's trying to keep up with me. It just has all the notes. It has all the fragrances, and this little box just shows what the color of the candle is, so you kind of have an idea. I mean, Tom does a great job putting all this together. I love this. Like, that's like a screensaver. Right? And then this one is, I love this too. Live Love Camp. That's our Bugs No More candle that's out. This happens to be the limited edition. So you can see those are all, like, this is that page right there, the last page. So you'll get this for joining this today. We also have coming out, because 4th of July is around the corner, and Kim told me today, these are available now, but there's still some left, but they are selling. So you get to purchase 6 of them as a distributor for the price of 5. So you get 6 of them for $34.75. It's a great deal. If your customer goes on your website, they get 6 for $59.95. So you're looking at about $10 a candle. Well, that's a great little gift. So these are fun, and like I said, 4th of July is right around the corner. So
And reusable.
reusable
glass, yeah.
jar. Yeah, I can see my mojito. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, and then these fragrances, actually, I just heard Danielle say earlier, she ordered all her summer candles and she's doing a reveal. So I'm only showing you all these pictures, you guys, because all these are available to you. Everything is done for you. And it's not just one Caribbean cooler picture out there. There's several of them, and they have different scenes, and they do all this for us, and we just go in and steal them, and we use them. We use them on our posts, on our stories. Love you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. They just make it so easy for us. My what is it? My stress level or my anxiety level is like gone since I've been with Mia Bellis. And then Midnight Wave, love that one, so cute. And then these are the ones that are coming. Again, I slapped these pictures up here, but there's several more. Cannot wait for this. And then A Bugs No More, which is the Live Love Camp. It's so cute with the kids. And then these are coming. Fire starters. They only cost us $4. That's
crazy.
A great price. Yeah. And you can sell them for $8. You can actually sell them for whatever you want. You can even throw them in as a little buy 6, get fire starters free. You can do whatever you want. Nobody cares. They all don't care. Yeah, so those come out on Friday. This is going to be the following Friday, the 17th. This is part of our orchard collection. So you know we have the strawberry. Oh no, which one's that? That's
Sorry,
watermelon.
sorry, citrus.
Oh, okay, strawberry citrus. Yeah, so that's our strawberry citrus. Yeah, the orchard collection has this really cute label. I did bring a pumpkin apple because I thought if somebody wins that, they could order the strawberry citrus, get their pumpkin apple, and then get the peach and the blueberry and do it. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a photo. So this peach and the blueberry come out on the 17th. So super excited for that. Blueberry, so good. And then right now, your customers, they have to do nothing to get this other than purchase on your website $85 or more, and all of a sudden a bag of lemon cake melts off in their box. And I've had customers call, I'm sure you guys have too. They call and say, hey, I didn't pay for these. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, oh, those are yours. It's a free. So this is the fragrance, and it's usually the scent of the month that was previous. Could change, but for now, that's what it is. Who's burned lemon cake? So good, so yummy. And right now, as a tool for you as a distributor, we have mini melts. I actually have some over here that I'm giving away in the raffle. These are just like smaller melts that we can give to customers and, you know, just let them have a little sample to put in their, you know, tea towel drawer, their sock drawer, just carry around. It's just a little melt. I added this slide too because of the dates. Really, the only one that's left now is the June 17th, and that's the peach and the blueberry.
I forgot the 10th.
Oh, the 10th is the fire starters and the
Camping. And the
Live Love Camp and the
Great Outdoors.
And again, more photos. These are just all photos that we have for you guys to use. I mean, so cute. It's unbelievable how many options we have. So, and those are some of the 3-wick jars. They're still available. And now we can train. Any questions? Did you guys all get a water bottle? Did you get a palm leaf water bottle? Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna run through this training, and you have a bag at your seat, and if I'm gonna go ahead and give our guests their bag too, so you can kind of follow along. So one for David, and anyone else? Okay, so in the folder you have there, first of all, everything in there is for you. There's all the like forms that I'm going to go through in this training. And I want to say something real quick. This training is, if you've been with Mia Bellas like me for 2 years and you're feeling pretty good and you know you're doing your thing and it's good for you, you're content, then this training is for you. Okay? Because maybe you'll get some new ideas. If you are kind of like haven't really been doing much with it, maybe you took a little break, maybe you weren't sure what to be doing anymore, this training's for you also. And if you're just getting started, this training's for you too. So I love this because basically we're going to show you how to launch, or in some cases, relaunch. Okay, so we want to make sure that whether you're starting new or you've been in a while, all this information is for you. I love this cute little rocket. I had fun making that. So the first thing I'm going to show you, got it?
Yeah.
First thing I'm going to show you is, and I'm not going to go over it because it's really for new distributors, but if you end up being a distributor today, this is a distributor checklist, and I actually made a copy of it for all of you because it's got links though, but if you see that it's a blue link, you could actually go on the electronic copy, click on it, and watch it, and then check off that you did it, right? It's kind of a nice little checklist, but it's also good for you if you've got somebody joining, you know, you can kind of see what they're getting, what they're doing. So I know Kim sends out a postcard that gives them everything, and it's awesome. So this, I'm just showing you the pages. I'm not going through it, but look at all this great information. It doesn't make it hard. It's just everything you need. And if you really want to dabble in certain things, then you can, but you don't have to. So, I mean, it literally, everything is here. It's, be ready, have fun, and congratulations. But what I'm going to go over today is this simple checklist. So I want to thank, I'm not the brainchild of all this. I want to thank all the leaders that I talked to on Tuesdays. I talked to several leaders in my front line on Tuesdays, and they helped me with this. Great ideas. I'm so happy to be able to have that conversation every Tuesday. So just so you know, these are the things that, you know, we come up with to help everybody be successful. This is the whole sheet. But the first one we're going to talk about is you have to make the decision, right? You got to decide, okay, you know what? I'm going to apply myself. I'm going to give myself 30 minutes a day or 1 hour a day and really focus to this. Okay, just like anything else that you want to go after. But you have to set reasonable goals and you have to have some accountability. So, you know, find a pacing partner if you want and write your goals down. So you have a copy of this as well. And you know, maybe it's how many people are you gonna contact today? If you're not really up for that and you don't wanna do that, then set a daily, weekly, or monthly goal. Maybe you want to focus on fundraising. Maybe you did fundraisers in the past and you wanna reach out to it. So these are just ideas, that you can use as part of your goals, if you want to, or maybe you have different ones. How many samples are you gonna give out a day? I know Bob always says he puts 5 or 10 or something in his pocket every day and he tries to get rid of them all. You can even add a personal goal. Maybe you want to start walking more. Maybe you want to, you know, clean your house and you want to do little parts of your house every day, whatever. But what I want to tell you is, whatever you decide, make sure you're doing everything. Make sure you're reaching beyond just one thing. And I'm going to tell you a story about my friend that lost her diamond. So years ago, one of my teacher friends that I taught with, and I thought about this because she was so focused on finding her diamond fell out of her wedding ring. Can you imagine? Like, we'd all be mortified, right? It was gone. She couldn't find it. She didn't know where it was, but she really 99.9% was positive it was in her house. So she quartered off her house into sections. Like, she's like, I have to find it. I mean, it was truly devastating. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna go through this junk drawer with a fine tooth comb. She thought maybe when she was in there, she hid it. Next day she did her couch, tore apart her couch, the rugs, everything. Every day, and it took weeks. Could not find this diamond. But one day, she had to leave, and she got in her car, and there it was on the seat. Oh, driver's seat, kind of back, tucked in the leather, stuck in the seam, right? And it was there, but she wasn't looking there. So my point, the moral of the story is, don't stick to one place. Look everywhere. Talk to everybody, because you might just find a diamond. Keep looking. So I love that. I love that story, and she did find it, so we were all very happy. But so the second thing is, I want you to get to know our products. Like I said before, we have a super unique product. Palm wax is very, very different. And I learned a lot about palm wax. I also learned a lot about other waxes in my journey. I have nothing against any other kind of anything. I mean, I love all kinds of fragrance. But what I love personally about palm wax is the clean burn in my home. Does it take that first burn, that first 2 hours to get the liquefied and fuel the wicks, the all cotton wicks? Yes, I'm okay with that. I love that because I know it's a process. So this candle right here is totally fueled, and I can smell this. It's actually getting really strong. This odor no more back here, I can smell it. It's actually halfway down, so you know it's completely fired up. This 70 to 80 hour candle, I know when it's burning, there's nothing going into my vents and my walls, and that's what I love. Now, maybe not everybody feels that way, but when I found that out, and when I learned from Kim's, product pros and comparisons, and the Why Mia Bella, the more you know about your product, the better you're going to be able to share them with others. It's fact. If you don't really know, and people say, well, what, how come I don't have to trim in or whatever, you're not going to feel comfortable. So get to know the product. This is a pile of palm wax, and this is an independent thing I just Googled. I just started Googling because I wanted to find what other people said that aren't in love with it like me, right? And it's basically what we already know. Beautiful crystallized appearance is a natural occurrence with palm wax and not from any additives. It's clean burn, great scent throw, and crystallizing beauty will give you many hours of enjoyment. I know that's palm wax because I remember when Mike put the elf in the palm wax at Christmas, because it was like day 13 of 25, and everywhere Barry went, we all got to follow him all December long, and it was amazing. He's doing snow angels, and that's in palm wax. So it's a different product. Here's a little bit of a comparison. No. She wants to tell me about palm wax. Yeah, so you can see when it comes to palm wax, it's natural and renewable, minimal soot, toxin, carcinogen free, odorless wax, no chemicals to refine it. It's made from palm fruit, and it's biodegradable, and it's sustainable. So I love that. That was important to me. And then I love the video that Kylie did. She did a TikTok. And so I had to screenshot it, but she took one of our candles and she pulled on the wick. You should do this when your candle's dry. Pull on it. It's almost like little sand, like grains. But there's no black. Your fingers don't turn black. But this is a candle. I don't know what kind. It doesn't matter. But it literally will put black. And that black, the top of the jar doesn't have a stop sign. It doesn't say, no, nobody's leaving here. It goes, guys. It literally goes up into your house. And so it's very, I love this face. But it's really true. Like, because our wicks are all cotton, there's no metal core in there, which they just self-trim. So you don't have to trim them. You don't need any, wick dippers and stuff all around. No more clutter. Very, very clean. And I love that. So we have a market. We have a market of customers that want that. Not everybody wants that. That's okay. Okay. Like I say, there's a lot of room at the table for everybody. But you have customers that really, really want your products. They just don't know it yet. Because once they learn the clean and your vents and all of that, I have a horror story, but the people that bought my last house thought we had a house fire. The person that came and cleaned the vents asked if we had a house fire. And we did not. And then he came back a year later and she stopped burning that and she burns me a Bella and he said, I want to do a private label. These candles, I've never seen anything like it. And he's been in Arizona for over 20 years. So just saying. All right, next thing, once you know the products and you understand why we love them so much, start your VIP page. If you don't have one, start one. If you did, get back in there, relaunch it. But you know what? I'm going to ask you right now, be genuine, be honest. Just say, hey, I fell off the wagon. I don't know. I stopped for a minute, but I'm back and it's okay. But there's so many things you can do in your VIP pages, you guys. Everything that I have listed here, I'm not going to read them all, but there's so many things you can do. And the fact that you can schedule, I know some of you are really good at this. I'm getting better. But schedule your posts, have fun in there. Probably the best VIP page person in this room for me is Danielle. Like Danielle kills it in her page. It's constant. She's doing so much fun stuff. I copy a lot of it, and it's okay. But she's amazing. It's unbelievable, and she has such great. She just sells the heck out of these candles. But it is all about the relationships, and I think people do want to buy from you because of you. They love you. So if you build that relationship and you share, what you know about the candles, they're going to want to buy from you. There's also fun things you can do with your customers. I actually have a candle club, and so I have several customers in my candle club. We're not going to train on that today. We already did that, so it's already in our training log. Someday we'll train on it again, but I just let her know Caribbean Sky is the scent of the month. Which one did she said, can I have 2 Caribbean Sky? And I made her feel amazing because I said, that's the beauty of being in my candle club. You can have whatever you want. And so, just make people feel good, joke around with them, have fun with it. That's the important thing. And then share what you love. So use your social media, your platforms, and always have your melts. I feel like your melts, even though I feel like that's social media. You're being social and you have media. So don't always think it has to be online, right? Give those melts away like they're burning a hole in your pocket. I'm telling you, I know it feels like, am I going to hear from these people? Am I going to hear from them? It's okay. They will. People will reach out to you because that candle, every time they open that tea towel drawer, I'm like, gosh, that smells so good. What's that smell? My husband, somebody said something. So do your post, share what makes you laugh and have fun. But for every 10 posts on your private page, I would say only 3 should be Mia Bella related. And 7 of them should just be you, your dog, your family, or whatever. Although, and Rachel's really good at this, she always makes sure that somewhere in the background there is a candle burning,
Yeah.
like over there.
That's right.
But it's in the photo, but we're not really
We're
talking
talking about coffee,
that.
but what's that back there?
Yeah. So that's
Yep.
fun, but you guys all know, you guys are pros at this. But the key is not in doing what you like, but in liking what you do. That's the secret of being happy while you're doing this. The next one, this is a good one. This is a Cali idea right here. Go back in time. Look at your past orders and events. Search your phone for keywords. So if you pull to the side and you do search, right? And you just type in Caribbean sky. Now there's going to be some stuff that comes up. But if you go to your messages at some point in time, you probably talked about Caribbean sky with somebody because it was a fragrance with their former company. Okay. I'm telling you, if you search candles, order, scents, scroll back through your texts and your messages. Look at your messenger, Facebook Messenger, you can search a keyword. These are ideas that are going to kind of get you going again. So I do this a lot. Look back at your calendar. Oh, I did that party with her. That's right. Forgot about that. I was just thinking today about my fall fundraisers. I was like, I need to reach out, make sure we're on the books. So make your list of 100 people, and you've got this in your folder too. I know sometimes people get a little anxious about this because you don't want to be salesy and you don't want to be all that, but this just helps you jog your memory. You're not, necessarily making up a mass email to send out to all these people. It's just to help you connect with somebody, and it doesn't even have to be about candles. After what we've been through the last 2 years, I'm sure there's a lot of people that you haven't been in touch with. So if this helps you do that, regardless of candles, great. That's a good little list. And the next one is to schedule an open house. Now I know like Cherie does an open house. I do an open house. There's several of you. Callie does one. I know Kylie's done a couple. This is a great way to get yourself going again. And I feel like people are feeling a little more comfortable with being around people, but that's up to you. Obviously it's not a requirement, but have a little fun gift. So I told you guys, now I'm not saying everybody has to make these, but it doesn't have to be so, but I was able to make these very, very, very inexpensively. So it's a little candle holder. Everyone that came to my open house got one of these. My friend cut me some circles. I glued a flag on it and decorated it. So it didn't cost me anything, but it was fun. And that's what they, my customers know they're going to get this fun little gift. So that's a fun little thing, but you could do anything. You could do matches, you could do a lighter, you could do anything that you're giving them for coming. But I love open houses, but look at vendor events, Google for events in your area. This is some fun things. I'll send these out to my customers when my open house is going to happen. I like to make them laugh. So I do my invite, but then maybe a couple days before I'll send this dog, and then they laugh. But I reminded them, right? I planted the seed. And then this weekend, walk-ins well. You can do whatever. I just Googled, but I like to have fun, and you got to over-remind. You got to over-invite and over-remind. That's how you'll get people there. We're almost done, guys. Fundraisers. So this picture should look familiar. It's actually from last fall, I think, but the story still applies. Fundraising is huge. So get these bags ready. These are just from the Dollar Tree. And I put the letter in there, card, a melt, all the information, a flyer, whatever it takes, and then put it in the bag, because this way it's up on their desk at the school or at the gym or at the cheerleading, whatever. It's not some paper that's going to slide into a pile of folders and paperwork and then they lose it. It's in this bag, it's standing up. It's almost kind of annoying, right? What am I going to do with this? So, and Google. I told a few distributors, Google club teams right now. Seriously, it's amazing how many club teams are out there and they all desperately need to raise funds. And it doesn't even have to be a team thing. It can be an individual thing. So this is a big one to get you rolling in your business again. This is a fundraiser checklist that I made, and it kind of walks you through it. That's in your folder as well. So, and we'll be sharing all these documents as well. I sent them all to Kim. I'm not going through that. These are the bags that I was talking about. I had some people say, can you mail me them? I want to see them. So this is the small one. This is the one that holds 2 candles, clear batch. These are like really super thick plastic, but it's cool because, I mean, you can see the candles. Weird. Yeah. And then that's a 2 candle. This is the one I put in my fundraiser boxes. Like if Sally sells 12 candles, I usually put 6 or 7 bags in there. figure a few of them are for moms, so she don't need bags, so pretty much covers the bag situation. The medium ones, and you might ask if you're here new, well, you don't get bags. Nope, Bob doesn't do bags because we make almost. So
We're not in the bag
yeah,
business, that's
we're
what
not
you're
in the
saying.
bag business. This is the medium. This will hold 3 or 4. And then the large, this actually will hold one of our egg crates on the bottom. See these sides? Yep, it'll hold one of our egg crates, so 6 candles. You do have to crunch a little corner, but it fits, and I use them all the
I
time.
have one if you want to show them.
So, yeah. So it's definitely, now, you don't have to buy your bags from here. This is just the bags that I get, but you can buy your bags from wherever you want. We are giving away some bags over there, the colored ones, in the raffle. I think we got 10 of each color going in there, so. Yeah. So then I tie it up. Good to go.
Nice.
But it does fit. And it doesn't slide around in there, so. Yeah, we got it. Yeah. I usually have to crank in a little side, but it does fit. I actually have a fundraiser in my garage right now that I'm using the bags. So those are the bags. Again, those are the numbers. We'll post that. Those are the ones I use. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I also say, if you're doing fundraisers, get your labels. You can use Road Tech, you can use Mia Bella Printing, you can use Vistaprint, or you can print your own. But make sure you get labels on the bottom of your candles. That's very important. Here's another idea. So this is a Cali idea as well. Drive or walk around your neighborhood and look for vehicles with a logo. And take a photo of it and go home and design one and send it to them. And say, I saw your, company, I do private label candles, maybe this would be a great Hanukkah gift. If you need help designing it, you don't have to pay for it, because I just design it. And if they say, hey, that looks good, then you can send it in and have it made. But I think this is a great idea. I actually did this to Steve Cushing. I didn't take a picture of his vehicle, but I saw him at a restaurant. So he taught PE with me. And so I went to, actually he came over to our table. I was like, how's real estate going? He's like, oh, it's great. This and that. We started talking. I go, you missed PE? And we were talking. And I said, hey, I'm gonna design a label for you. He goes, what do you mean? I go, I do candles. Because you're still doing the candles. And so I said, yeah. And so I designed it. And I sent it to him and he's ordered it. So, you just never know. This is the people that did our landscaping. This is my friend Tammy. She has a painting company. Just delivering these tomorrow to AZ Neighbor. They do flooring, remodel. Another one, school, whatever. But can't hurt, right? You're just showing them what you could do. So, and if you need help designing, I'd be happy to help you with that. So it's kind of a fun idea. Darlene made this for a sign. This is a sign she made for her vendor table. So we could certainly do something like this for you. Yeah, it's just like this is the Virginia candles, Arizona. Some of the ones that we've done that are fun, those are wedding. Those are for actually her son's wedding. So this is just a great sign to have on your vendor table. All right, a pacing partner. I think this is really important. I've had a pacing partner most of my career, and sometimes it's, it depends. I kind of roam around and we switch it up and do different things, but just discuss your goals and work together on this. I also think it's important to include your family. I know Jennifer Becker does a really good job of this. She's got I don't know how many kids, but she has them all sell and they compete, and she, gives the winner a Amazon card or something. So she's got her children out there selling candles for her. So I think this is a great idea. You do want to include your family and your friends because you are stronger together. And last but not least is our power hour. So this is probably the thing that's going to keep you going. And I know you guys have seen this 100 times before, but I'm telling you, it's one of those things. You can fall off the wagon and then get back on with power hour because it's so laid out for you. It's so simple. So take your daily hour, or maybe for you it's a half hour. Maybe it's just a half hour and that's all you have. Maybe it's only 15 minutes. It doesn't matter, but take your time frame and split it up. So this square, and you have this in your folder. This square talks about sales and customer follow-up. This is VIP page. This is sales sponsoring and team. Maybe you don't want to build a team, so you just leave this one off. And then this is fundraising. So it gives you some bullet points of things you can do in that time frame. So you don't even have to think about what to do. It's all right here for you to do. So this is the entire checklist again for everybody to see. And I love this because it kind of gives you, I love to check things off, but it gives you those things that you can do to keep track. I do have, what did I do with this? I have a big folder up here. So I want you to take one and pass it on, just so everybody in here for coming tonight gets a, may I take your Mia Bella order? It's a little Post-it note. Yeah, and then pass it on. So everyone gets one of those. And then I want to, while you're doing that, I want to end with this final thought. So one of the things you never want to do in any business, really, I actually got this from a friend of mine who has a construction, he's a contractor. And he did a post on Facebook the other day and it really stuck with me, like, he's so right. You don't ever want to rely on one singular approach in your business. If you only ever do one thing, like all you do is social media, that's all you ever do. And I think about the days when I first started with me or with our other company, we didn't have social media. Yeah. I mean, I think we had to fax our orders in or something, but there was no way to, I had people I worked with, you know, I had my family and friends. I don't even know how we did it. I really don't. We didn't have texting, we had cell phones. I had to go and call on this phone, but we did it. So my suggestion is that you, social media's kind of hurt us a little bit, gotten us comfortable. That's all we focus on. Now it's big and it's important, but it shouldn't be your only thing. So think about ways to share your business as if there were no such thing. If you use one approach, then you're limiting yourself to just that audience. And sometimes they can be a little unpredictable and sometimes unresponsive, right? You post and you're like, only 2 people saw it and it was Rachel and Kaylin. What good is that doing, right? So build relationships. So mail thank you notes, you know, visit your customers when you can. I know it's hard, but drop something off at their door. You know, visit your potential fundraiser groups. Go to their volleyball game. If you did a fundraiser for them, pop in for half a game. It's amazing what that does. They really, truly do appreciate it. At my cheer group that I'm delivering tomorrow, they did a fundraiser at Panda Express, and I was like, cool, I don't have to eat cook dinner. So we did it. Have an open house, advertise in your local paper or magazine, but think outside the box and get creative and don't just rely on social media. Here's some fun ideas. One of the ways you can is by doing email. Kim is really working hard on, and Tom are working hard on us having those pictures for our emails. Again, we do nothing. We just go borrow the picture, steal it, put it in our email, send it. These are different ones. Aweber is free, up to 500 contacts. Just know when you go over that, there's going to be a cost. I use Robly only because I've used it forever and ever, and I don't want to change because it works. HubSpot, Constant Contact. You can look at these. A little point, a tip I found though is when you do send out an email that's going out as a blast, send it out 5 minutes after the hour, because then it ends up at the top of the email, top of their list, inbox list. Another fun idea, subject lines. So this app tells you why people open your emails, but how can you get them to where they can't resist clicking? So, you know, exceed their expectations or come with a curiosity-inducing question. Like, have your walls ever been this black? Or, you know, there's something that just like, I have to see this, you know. I can post it here and I'll say it, but I got an email the other day from, it was like a Jimmy John's, and it said, F asterisk, 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 F asterisk, 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 F, and I was like, oh my goodness, I had to click on it, and of course it was fast, fresh, and fun, but I didn't know that until I opened it, and we actually ate dinner there that night. There you go. But, you know, come up with some, if you just say Mia Bella candles, well, maybe like, later. Has to be something fun that implies maybe that there's something they don't know. Do some research on this. I've been looking into it. This is a fun idea by Jennifer Bedford. So if you do vendor events, she said, have one that's your husband's favorite, your kid's favorite, and your favorite, and you're taking a poll because somebody's gonna win, and it better be me. No, but you can have at your vendor shows, let them smell, okay, which one was your favorite? I'm trying to win here. But, you know, you can just show, do a little sign. It gets people into the booth, gets them smelling, it makes it fun. So, and then this I Googled. This is like a little Instagram content planner. I Googled this. I didn't make it up. You can find these, a bajillion of these, if you Google engagement post calendar or anything. But a motivational post, introduce myself, educational post, 3 facts about me, inspirational post, and then they kind of repeat, share a tip, behind the scenes. Maybe you would send a factory photo. So this just tells you what you should post every day. So, and then these I made the other day, because you know you're not supposed to dip or trim our candles, right? The cotton wick self-trim, there's no reason to trim them, and there's no reason to dip them. In fact, dipping them could almost compromise them a little bit, clog them.
Yep.
So you're supposed to blow them out. But Suzanne and Keith, one day we were doing a vendor booth together, and somebody asked, he goes, I just put the lid on it. And Keith's like, oh, no, you shouldn't do that. He goes, you make a wish, and then you blow it out. And I was like, I just was blown away. I was like, that is classic. So I made all these. I got excited. Make a wish and blow it out. That's all you do. There's no tchotchkes on the counter. You don't need stuff, no clutter. Just make a wish, blow it out. Because our wicks are all cotton, so you don't need to trim or dip. They self-trim, and blowing them out is the best. Virtually soot and smoke free. The very first burn should be 2 hours or longer to fuel the wicks and release the fragrance. Enjoy. And then last but not least, everyone take out your phones.
Oops.
Okay. How many of you have you in your phone? Good. Wow, I like it. So you should be in your phone. You can actually create a contact, because even if you're not doing a business, okay? So think about how much easier it is to share your contact with someone. You have to 623. Well, I'll just text you. Should I just take? You're gonna text me? No. Airdrop it. Boom, it's done. And then you can put fun stuff. So mine says my name, my first name. In the first name, I put Jody Zavala. In the second name, I put your Mia Bella's distributor. And then in the other thing, I can't remember what that is called, but I put all natural palm wax candles. I have my phone, my email, and my website. And now you can airdrop it to people, and it's easy. And so everybody should be in their own phone. Make your own business contact card. Okay, Kylie does a 10 to go, right? And with 10 days to go. So it'll probably be on or around the 20th of June. She just gives us a rah-rah and a sis boom ba and gets us all going. And then that's in the Powerhouse page. Tomorrow, Kim's doing recognition at 11 a.m. Arizona time. So if you want to watch for that, we do have that team incentive that I'm doing. Again, this goes through to the end of June. So a lot of you are just killing it on this. These two have already earned everything. They've maxed out.
Wow.
I know. And so many are close. And I just want to say, I'm so proud of you. I could burst. All right, you guys. So any questions? I'll let you ask if you have questions. If you guys have questions on the Zoom, I don't want to keep you much longer, but we just went a little over an hour since we started. So I usually try to keep it to an hour, but sometimes I get a little excited. Our next meeting is going to be on July 6th, and I am going to have it at my home. So you guys are welcome to come. If you can't come, you can be on the Zoom. May not be as professional as Kim did, but they'll be there. And then jump into June. It's time to jump. So thank you guys so much. We are going to say goodbye to all our Zoomies. And if you guys have questions, please ask. You can ask in the team page. You can send me an email. You can send me a text, whatever. We are going to do some raffles and some drawings over here. And thank you. Thank you for joining us. All right.